And if the beat live, you know Lil Ju made it. Big chain around my neck, so these know I'm rich. And I don't need with the big stack in this purse, so these know I'm working. I'm holding this in my Birkin. Got a whole that L trying to come for my pen. I'm really finna make another M. Now tell me how the I'm in the wrong if I don't want the he still ain't with the be working. I make moves in silence. Might never like me and I'm fine with it. Nasty. I'm a real fantasy. I'll for a broke handle me. Rich energy. Y'all still messy. And I'm sick of y'all trying it. Garcia's but ain't never finna buy. Sorry. Take me cause I'm the it girl. I ain't never asked to be the girl. Don't call me sis cause I'm not your sister.
It's home to the Alamo and the Spurs, San Antonio, Texas, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the AT&T Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. After this one game on the road, the Raptors will head back to Toronto. The story here, Fred VanVleet, injured guys and unable to play.
Kevin, he went down that last game and he's not available tonight, but from the injury report, doesn't look like he's going to miss an extended period.
Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
Now here's White. High post try, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
Out left to the wing. Johnson, a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper.
I tell you that Keldon Johnson has a beautiful three-point shot. When he's feeling it, ooh, man, it's automatic.
Here's Fournier, and a missed layup. Now, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
Well, Kevin, look, he thinks their long-range shooting can make all the difference, not taking anything away from the defense they're going up against. But he did say he'd be surprised if his guys didn't shoot a high percentage from outside. Pretty confident coach, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Jackson with the screen. There's the three. Barnes grabs the miss.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
On the wing, Barnes. Fades. Rebound, San Antonio.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway, and look, he paid the price.
And it's Barnes slapping it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Inside, here's Jackson, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. White bounce pass. Outside Fournier. And that one, good. Spurs trailed by 3. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame.
Pass to Vassell. The quick look, no good that time.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to White. Shot clock at 6. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically. I like the aggressiveness there.
Jackson in the corner. Trains it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, White. The shake. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And both free throws good for White. Spurs trailed by 4. Outside Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Scotty Barnes picks one up. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors. Scotty Barnes. He's perfect from the line this time. Now here's White. He's got 8. Outside Fournier. And that one is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Jackson deciding where to go with it. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And that ties it up.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
White. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Outside Jackson. Pass to Johnson. To the wing on the left. Here's Vassell. Goes back up. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Here's White. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Siakam. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
It's good from long range. He has 5.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Over in the corner, Barnes. No good on the triple.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Outside Jackson. Poked away. Pass to Siakam. Rebound San Antonio.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Raptors trail by 3. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft to that class, he'd be closer to the top. No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter. And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Now here's White. He's got 8. Barnes can't get it to go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's White. Pass to Siakam. Lock at 6. So timeout called here. The first for Toronto.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Making a switch here. Al Fournier taking a look at his stats. He's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Wesley with the ball. Defended now by Fournier. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Wesley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Raptors trailed by 6. Pass to Barnes. Six to shoot. Can they get it? And he lays it up and in. Barnes has got his second basket.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Wesley. Out to Edwards. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Johnson outside. Drills it from outside. Johnson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Spurs.
He's becoming a more potent offensive threat. When Johnson is catching and firing, it helps him get into a rhythm.
Barnes outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Raptors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line. Wow, what, do we have something in his eye on that shot?
Here's Edwards, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
From deep, Sumner's shot is off. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Spurs have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis. You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Outside Fournier. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Wesley. They set the screen. Here's Gorbenko. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Barnes the screen. Outside Fournier. Over Edwards. Fournier's shot is off.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Pass to Sohan. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. 8-point game. Achua with it. A 3 from Barnes. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Looking good. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Here's Vassell. He takes it in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Siakam. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Outside Edwards. Elbow shot is on the way. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, G.A., the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
It's stolen by Edwards. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Takes it out to Siakam. Raptors moving the ball around. To stop the run. It's stolen by Wiseman. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Edwards. "18 feet out." And another basket for San Antonio.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Screen by Siakam. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
6 on the shot clock. Vassell, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
It's Wesley on the wing. Edwards looking it over. For the 3. That one doesn't go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Pass to Sumner. Screen by Siakam. Down low. Wesley up top. It's Wesley on the wing. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
The Spurs making a switch here. And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
San Antonio timeout. Let's get on our feet and make some noise for the Spurs Squad.
The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam hits them both. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. For Toronto, they shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Like we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. Is always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Raptors trailed by 15. Here's Sumner. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Achua. Here's Boucher. 4 on the clock. Rebounded by Jackson. Spurs leading by 15. Up top, Vassell. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pass to Sumner. Now Siakam. Here's the floater. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Sumner. Stolen by Jackson. Over to the wing. Here's Gorbenko. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For San Antonio, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. And the second free throw, good. Here's Sumner. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Siakam outside. And it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 14 fouls.
Toronto with the ball.
Substitution on Jordan.
Barnes right side. Shot clock at 6.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
For Toronto, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Good on both. Spurs leading by 16. To the inside. And stolen by Achua. Fast break Toronto. And the dunk by Barnes.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Back to Vassell. Here's Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
You have to appreciate Johnson's effort there. He just stays with it and keeps coming.
And Greg Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. His strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
And Toronto making a change here. He hits both from the strike.
Almost kind of a throwback wing. Johnson, he likes to slash, put pressure on the defense.
Here's White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And he sinks the second. So it's the Spurs now. The lead is 15. Pass to Vassell. Now here's Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson with it. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the way in. Jackson's got 11.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Takes the 3. Cranes the three-pointer. White's got 4 points this quarter.
This is one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Jackson down low. To the middle. Can't hit that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Back to White. To the paint. And that one's good. Barnes. He's got 10.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jackson has the open look. Hands it from downtown. And the Spurs lead by 15. White looking around. It's Fournier on the wing. Barnes outside. Here's White. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here's White.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
Here's White. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Spurs leading by 15. At the elbow, it's Jackson. And it's San Antonio with another.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Outside, White. Pass to Boucher. Lets it go with a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Outside Jackson. To the left side wing. And here is Johnson. 6 to shoot. And Boucher sends it back. Raptors moving the ball around. The kick out to Barnes. And no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Back to Vassell. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Vassell. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. From deep, Johnson. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Fournier gets a wide open look. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Fournier's got 4 this quarter. Now Johnson. On the wing, Jackson. .24 seconds left for the first half of basketball.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And so the timeout by Nick Nurse here. Here's Sumner. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Right side, Fournier. And that one's on target from the wing. Fournier's got 10 points in the game. From past the arc. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A 3-pointer is right on target. 7 points in the game.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
White drives in. Outside Fournier. Siakam with it. It's intercepted. And here we go. Pass to Jackson. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's the screen. Here's Fournier. On the wing, Barnes. And here's Fournier. He's got 10. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Outside for Jackson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
That's good from Jackson. Jackson hits both of them. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Outside, White. Barnes left side. Out to White. Just 4 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Launches it. They get it back. Here's Fournier. And Toronto turns it over again.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And the Raptors call time here. San Antonio leading by 18. Pass to Vassell. And stolen by Fournier. White, wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land. White's got 17 now.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Johnson right side.
There's a lot of power in Johnson's game, especially when moving downhill.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Raptors trailed by 17. Now here's White. 17 points in the game. Outside Fournier. From deep three-point range. And they recover it. It's Fournier on the wing. Barnes outside. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. Back to Fournier. Shoots over Johnson. Fournier's shot is off. San Antonio leading by 17. Pass to Jackson. Out to the wing. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his 5th foul.
And one more foul and he's out of here. Got to be careful from here on out.
And the Raptors call time here.
Let's give it up for your first ice squad.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 8.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Here's White. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Johnson for 3. And it's White with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. From deep. That one misses. And Toronto will come the other way. Outside Fournier. Over in the corner, Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Pass to Jackson. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter. Now here's Barnes. Out to White. Fires the 3. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. It's an 18-point game. And it's Vassell in the corner. No good from outside.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Here's Walsh. Rebounded by the Spurs. Outside for Jackson. There's the triple. That shot, no good. And Toronto will come the other way. Barnes, bounce pass. Here's Achua. And a miss there on the triple. San Antonio leading by 18. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Fournier. And there's the drive. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Jackson. Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside Fournier.
Come get it, come get it.
Pass to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Johnson outside. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. So both teams making some changes here. San Antonio calls timeout.
Timeout, Spurs.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
That's just great basketball. The shot fake, love it.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Out to the right wing. Toronto working the ball around now. Spins. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Fournier.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Pass to Vassell. There's a screen. Wow, way off on that one.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
Spurs leading by 17. Here's Wesson. Takes it inside, and he can't jam it through.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Achua in the corner. Pass to Sumner. And here's Boucher. Barnes down low. Here's Sumner. Here's the 3. Wiseman with the rebound. Now Wesson. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. looking to get back on track here. And the dunk by Barnes.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Back to Vassell. And stolen by Barnes. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. San Antonio with the rebound. To end the drought. Johnson can't get it to go.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
For 3, Fournier. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Fournier's got 19 points. There's 1:47 left in the third. Puts it up. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Raptors trailed by 12. Here's Sumner. Can't get it to fall. Here's San Antonio. High post, Johnson. On the wing, Johnson. 6 to shoot. From downtown. He's off on that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Pass to Fournier. Back to Barnes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Toronto making a change here.
First team foul. Into the lineup for the Raptors.
58 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Now, here's Boucher. Shot clock at 6. Barnes, right side. Can't hit from in close. Spurs leading by 12. Inside. Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman. Roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Sumner. Wiseman with the rebound. Here's Vassell. Wesley with the ball. Here's Wiseman. And so it's San Antonio with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. All around, it's hard to point to any one area where they haven't had the upper hand in this.
62.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 14. Here's the teardrop. Wiseman with the rebound. Spurs leading by 14. To the left wing. Pass to Wesley. Lets the 3 fly. Boucher with the rebound.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Spurs lead by 17.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Outside, White. Rebound, San Antonio. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Shoots the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And again, Toronto no up. Spurs leading by 20. As you go back and look at the last few seasons, RJ, it seems like team success has largely been predicated on health. You feel like that has always been the case?
I don't remember there being as many injuries early in my career, even with guys that were playing all 82 games. But you're right. Recently, we've seen a lot of key injuries. And look, this is my theory. Before, players used to get away from the game a little bit, take a couple of months off. Now players are staying in shape 24/7, like they never take a break. And I think that's why we might be seeing players break down a little bit more.
Yes or no answer. Too many games at 82 in the regular season should be less than.
Don't you ever ask me that question. Give me 82. I'd rather you bump it to 83 just to remove all doubt.
And White is looking to make things happen out there. If he has to get physical in the process, that is not going to be a problem.
And he makes the first. That one misses. Spurs leading by 16. Here's Gorbenko. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Outside, White. And White with the stuff.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
Outside, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Boucher. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And the Raptors call time here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Jackson. And Barnes sends it back. Fournier for three. And no good that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. Jackson up top. Pass to Sohan. Jackson with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good. Shot missing. And here is Barnes. A crossover. Here's Sumner. And the Raptors miss again.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Over in the corner, Edwards sinks the triple. And the Spurs lead by 19.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Fournier. Now Barnes. Edwards defending. Looking to end his cold spell. Yep, it counts. Achua's got his first bucket of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Outside Jackson. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Raptors trailed by 20. Here's Sumner. Top of the key, Achua. On the wing, Barnes. The 19-footer is on the money. San Antonio leading by 18.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact. Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And here are the Raptors now. Barnes the screen. White bounce pass. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Barnes outside. Hefty move. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In a moment here, take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs. First free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. They lead by 17. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Raptors trailed by 18. Outside, White. Outside, Fournier. The 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, looks like somebody came out this half on a mission. And his intensity on offense has been fun to watch.
Back to Barnes. We've seen some kids go directly from high school, RJ, to the G League. How do you think that's working out so far?
Green and Kuminga sure looked good. And look, I think for a small select group of individuals, they should go and start working on their profession. No different than a musician, a tennis player. You should go and start focusing on your profession. But for other players, they need college development. I needed college for 3 years, and then that is what helped me become a better pro.
Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Here's White. Tries again. Achua. Off with the layup. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Outside, White. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. White's got 11 points here in just the second half. On the wing, Jackson.
Come to me.
Shoots over Achua. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And the Spurs making a change here. Spurs leading by 22. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That'll be his second foul of the game. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
The Raptors making a switch here. Left side, Edwards. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Here's Sumner. Over to the left wing. Offline with his three. They're the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Jackson. Johnson surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson misses. Left side Fournier. It's stolen by Edwards. The finish. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Back to Fournier. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And it's in there. Fournier's got 11 points here in just the second half. Pass to Vassell. To the inside. Outside for Jackson. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Jackson's got 41.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Tries the spin move. The shot's good from Fournier.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and will be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
San Antonio calls timeout. They lead by 27. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And San Antonio has possession. Here's Gorbenko. Boucher with the rebound. Here's Toronto. White up top. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Johnson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Raptors ball. Into the lineup for the Raptors,
Furkan Korkmaz.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one